All right, guys, what's up? Chad here from Wash Wizard Powerwashing, Jacksonville, Florida. And today we're doing a quick little, well, I shouldn't say little, we're doing some soffits and some fascias on a pretty large house. We're gonna hit that driveway, we're gonna hit that little garage as well. So you can see on some of this the soffits we have some got some mold, but a lot of what we got too is, well, can't see it here, but on the gutters we have a lot of the zebra striping, and you can kind of see it over here a little bit. You can see the straight lines coming down. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but you can see the straight lines coming down. I call that zebra striping, and that's really from the asphalt runoff. When it rains, the asphalt shingles come over the gutters, and they leave these straight, stain marks. Now they don't typically come out all together with SH. That's typically a gutter brightening. So we're gonna shoot this with SH, just give it a typical cleaning, and then she's gonna decide if she wants to do the gutter brightening or not. Gutter brightening, for those of you that don't know, you're gonna use, a chemical, or a chemical like maybe gutter butter or LA Awesome or something like that, and you're typically gonna agitate it a little with a soft bristle brush pretty quick, and that should pretty much clean it up. But first we're going to shoot it with SH and see if that does it. And we're going to get all those corners and the soffits and the fascias on this property. Now remember, when you're shooting SH, you got to protect the vegetation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to soak down all the areas that are in danger of being affected with the SH. So first we're gonna soak down all the bushes, we'll soak down any grass that's close, and we're gonna see flowers like this right here, especially soft petaled flowers. You're gonna want to watch them. They're very delicate. Luckily today it's not that sunny out, the clouds are out. So, it's a lot worse when it's really sunny. They haven't been watered in a while. They're gonna absorb that SH and they're gonna die off real quick. So to prevent that, we're gonna soak everything down with fresh water first, and then after that, and what I like to do is also soak the house a bit, even though we're not gonna house wash this whole thing. I'd like to soak all the windows down with water, so if any splashing SH hits it, it's not gonna do any kind of streaking down the windows. All right, so I'm gonna throw you on the tripod. I'm gonna get to rinsing everything down, and then we'll hit it with some SH and see how she looks. All right, guys, so we just rinsed everything down. We actually downstreamed some of these soffits and fascias and gutters, and now we're just letting it dwell. You can see as it's lightening up. Now sometimes you're gonna have to hit these 2 or 3 times when you're downstreaming. See, this is a little heavy. I could have actually hit this with a soft wash at like a 2% and probably would have got it, or maybe even a 3%, and it would have came off in one shot. But this one's kind of on there, so I'm kind of got to hit it 2 or 3 times with a downstream at 1%, but it's getting the job done. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna let that dwell about 4 or 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna hit it with a rinse. And remember, the sun's coming out, it's hitting those windows, so I gotta get on them real quick. You can see up there, this is gonna take gutter brightening to really get that stuff off. That's just not gonna come off. It turns out, let me get you off this tripod here and throw you on the handheld. All right, sorry about that. All right, so it turns out that after doing a typical downstream cleaning on this vinyl and these gutters, typical house wash, okay, this was the best it was coming. All right, now sometimes, and don't ask me why, maybe somebody with more experience has the answers, but sometimes it just don't come clean with bleach. Now, a lot of that staining is asphalt from the shingles, most of it actually. As a matter of fact, you could see where the gutter guard splash is, and it actually started coming clean because the asphalt shingling doesn't come onto the gutter over there because of the shield. But the rest of it, you can see it's all dark. So this homeowner didn't like that. So they want to do a gutter brightening. So we upsold them on a gutter brightening. Now gutter brightening, like I said, you're gonna use a gutter butter or LA Awesome. What you're gonna do is mix it at a ratio, throw it in your sprayer. I usually mix them like maybe 1/3 to 2/3, 2/3 water, 1/3 chemical. And then what you're gonna do is spray it up there, let it dwell for a couple minutes, and then you're gonna have to agitate it with a brush. All right, you gotta get the old elbow grease out, hit a brush, some water, and scrub away. Let me show you what it looks like. Hold on, let me just get some water going here. All right, let me show you what it looks like once it's done. Now this is finished. This is a finished section right here. All right, I shot it twice, scrubbed it, 2 seconds, and there you go. Nice and clean. All right, so you gotta figure out what your time is worth and how much you're gonna charge extra for that. And go from there. So I'm gonna throw you on the tripod and you can watch as we get some of this done. So I actually shot this once already. I'm gonna hit it one more time and then I'm gonna start scrubbing on it. What you wanna do is just wet it down pretty good. Make sure you wear eye protection when you do this, because the spray, the mist will always land in your eyes, and it hurts. Okay, once you let that dwell, and don't let it dwell too long, because you actually wind up pulling paint off of the house. Let me tilt you up here a little bit so you can see what's going on. All right, soft bristle brush. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. There's got to be an easier way. If you find one, let me know. That's what it takes sometimes. It's not all roses and daisy lines. Sometimes you're actually going to have to work. All right, that's 2 times. I hit that twice. Agitated it twice, real quick. And we're still got stuff going on up there. All right, see it? A lot better. I think 3 is a charm. Most people aren't going to pay for this service. They don't want it. Only higher end homes like this is going to go for that, you know. But you know what? Come to think of it, $2 a foot really ain't that bad, because if you think about it, we're looking at right here, 20, 40, 60. So let's just say right here with the garage, it's about 120 feet. So if you're at 60, no, I'm sorry, 20, 40, 60. No, it says 60 feet. So if you're at $2 a foot, you're at 120 bucks to do all this. You know what? I think that's a fair price because you're gonna bust your butt for about an hour at least. So you might as well get 120 bucks to do it, you know? All right, so I'm gonna finish this up. We'll take a look around. Guys, well, this job's turning into being a little bit more than I expected. So here's the back. They didn't want to gutter bright any of this. They just wanted it standard wash. You know, so in the standard wash, you're still gonna see that asphalt lines, those zebra stripes, and you'll see some fogging, some deep fogging, and sometimes underneath, between the gutter and the soffit, the asphalt drips behind the gutter, gets on the soffit. That too will be an asphalt stain that typically don't come out without gutter brightening, at least agitation. So here she is. Now this I just shot with SH. It's just dwelling right now. We're just gonna give that a minute and then we're gonna rinse it. And this is the back. Not bad, huh? Pretty good. This is the back. That's still dwelling. You can see all the staining from the asphalt. They didn't want the gutter bright back here. So that's what it's gonna look like. Over here, pretty nice, looks pretty good. This is all finished with a standard, this is finished with a standard wash. The only place I gutter brighted was the front. They just wanted the front to be gutter brighted. So you're gonna see striping on pretty much every section of these gutters. Once again, you know, if you were to gutter bright this entire house, I mean, I don't think I would do it for less than $1,000, to be honest. You know, it's a big house, it's almost 4,000 square feet, and you know, that's a lot of work. You know, you're gonna be scrubbing a lot. There's a lot of gutters here. You know, I would have to really measure it out and figure it out, but to me, just off the top of my head, I'm thinking $700 to $1,000. So, you know, typically when you tell somebody that, just to brighten up the gutters, they could go for it. I don't care how much money they got. It just depends. But all in all, looks pretty good. Nice. All right, I'm gonna finish this and that's it. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much a wrap. I mean, I think we did good. Got all these soffits and fascias and did some gutter brightening. You know, at the end of the day, front of the house looks really good. The back and the sides look okay. And all in all, you know, customers happy with the job we did for the price we did it for. And on to the next. So check out some more of these videos around here someplace for more information on exterior cleaning, pressure washing. Until next time, I'll see you then.